I'm Holly Ryherd, owner of Sodders & Associates, and I'm proud to be building upon a legacy that began long before I took over this business. My father was a master sergeant who retired from the Air Force, and because of him, I grew up on air bases, eventually marrying a Marine. I learned exactly what it looks like to serve. My father taught me the value of looking out for others, and that is exactly what I'm doing here, committing the next 35 years of my life to making sure our local seniors and veterans are not led astray. I know firsthand how frustrating the transition between the VA and Medicare can be. There's so much noise and misinformation out there, so today I'm cutting through it all to show you how to make these systems work for you, and not the other way around. If you're currently using the VA for your healthcare, you might think your insurance shopping days are over. You might even have people telling you that you don't need Medicare at all because you have the VA. Well, today I want to pull back the curtain on how you can stack your benefits to either save a significant amount of money or gain a whole new level of medical freedom. The biggest question I get is, Holly, why do I even need Medicare if I have the VA? It's a fair question, but here's the reality. VA healthcare is not insurance. It's a provider system. While the care is often excellent, it generally only works within the walls of the VA facility. If you're traveling or if there's an emergency and the nearest hospital isn't a VA hospital, you could find yourself facing a massive bill if you haven't enrolled in Medicare. The VA itself actually recommends that veterans enroll in Medicare Part A and B. It gives you a plan B in case the VA funding changes or your priority group shifts. But beyond just safety, there is a way to make Medicare actually pay you back. When you look at maximizing your coverage, we start with your medications. Most of my veteran clients love the VA pharmacy. It's reliable and often very low cost. If you're in a high priority group, your meds might even be zero. When you look at Medicare Advantage plans, we have two distinct paths we can take to complement the VA pharmacy benefit. Path 1 is for your veteran who wants the best of both worlds. We can add a standard Medicare Advantage plan, which includes prescription drug coverage. We call this an MAPD plan. Why would you do this? Well, convenience. This allows you to keep your VA coverage for your major maintenance medications, but it also gives you a local pharmacy benefit. If you get a sudden sinus infection or an injury and need an antibiotic right now, you don't have to wait for the VA or mail order or drive to a facility. You can walk into a major pharmacy in the Wichita area and use your Advantage card and get your meds immediately. Now these plans are footing the bill for those local prescriptions. They generally don't offer a large refund on your Part B premium. You get the convenience, but you don't get the maximum cash back. Now let's talk about Path 2. This is my favorite for veterans who are 100% happy with the VA pharmacy. We call this the maximum saving route. In this scenario, we enroll you in a special type of Medicare Advantage plan called an MA-only plan. This plan does not include prescription coverage. Why? Because you're going to keep getting your medications from the VA just like you always have. Here's where it gets exciting, because the insurance company isn't paying for your drugs. They have extra benefit dollars to spend on you. Many of these plans offer what we call a Part B give back. In 2026, the standard Part B premium is $202.90. These plans can actually refund a large portion of that, often over $100, directly back into your Social Security check every single month. Think about that for a second. You aren't changing your doctors, you aren't changing your meds, but you gave yourself $1,200 to $1,800 annual raise just by checking a different box on your Medicare choice. But it's not just about money, it's about freedom. One of the biggest complaints I hear about the VA is the referral dance. If you want to see a specialist or a chiropractor, you often have to wait for authorization that can take weeks or even months. By adding an Advantage plan, whether it's Path 1 or Path 2, you gain the ability to walk into a civilian doctor's office or a local chiropractor here in town and use your Medicare benefit with any in-network provider. You don't need a VA referral. You don't need to wait. You have the freedom to manage your own health on your own terms. Now, I always want to be 100% transparent with you. Unlike Original Medicare, where you can go to any doctor in the country, these Advantage plans do require you to work within a specific network of civilian providers. But that is exactly why you have me in your corner. My team and I at Sodders & Associates take the guesswork out of this. We check every single one of your doctors and specialists, right down to your favorite local chiropractor, before we ever make a move. We don't just find you a plan, we make sure your doctors are ready and waiting for you on the other side. My goal is to make sure that you never have to choose between the benefits you've earned and the doctors you trust. Now let's talk about the big three that I hear about the most: dental, vision, and hearing. For many of you, unless you're 100% service connected or meet very specific criteria, the VA simply doesn't cover routine dental work, new eyeglasses, or hearing aids. And if they do, the wait times to see these specialists can be incredibly frustrating. By adding an Advantage plan, you stop waiting. You get an immediate annual allowance for dental cleanings, fillings, and crowns. You get coverage for a fresh pair of glasses every year, and you gain access to high-quality hearing aids without the VA red tape. Plus, most of these plans include an over-the-counter perk, giving you a credit every quarter to buy everyday health items like vitamins, aspirin, and bandages at no cost to you. It's about making sure you have a complete circle of protection covering the things the VA might be leaving out. And at the end of the day, you've earned these benefits. You've spent years protecting your country, and now it's time to make sure those benefits are protecting your pocketbook. Whether you want the convenience of a local pharmacy or you want that $100 or more back in your Social Security check, there's a strategy that benefits your life. I'm not just an agent, I'm a neighbor. I'm building a legacy here at Souders & Associates, and I plan on being here to support you and your family for the next 35 years. If you're ready to see exactly how much money you can put back in your check, give us a call at 316-682-1791. Let's sit down, look at your specific situation, and find the win-win that works for you. I'm Holly Ryherd. Thank you for your service, and thanks for watching.